Cool, you right to go, bro?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, it's Toby from Heavyweight MMA today with Rocky Ogden, professional boxer, come Muay Thai fighter, come MMA fighter, all the combat sports. How are you, brother?
I'm good, bro. How are you going? It's good to talk to you again.
Man, it's good. It's been a while. Last times we chatted was related to MMA, man. You were just starting your foray into MMA, but since then you've been taking on mostly boxing fights, bro. You just came off
Yeah.
a fight against what's his name, Matcha Nakagawa in December. How are you feeling after that one?
It was good. It was a great experience. A bit upset I lost, but I really believed I won that fight. I even not one to make excuses and that. But even like they said, "Oh, you won. We're sorry." But in the backyard, it's hard to get the win, especially on decision. But I'm just gonna, I got to be more dominant and win very convincingly. Can't leave it on the hands of the judges over there.
Bro, it's kind of always been the way in
Yeah,
Japan where people have to really get a decisive win. Like you said, you said you thought you got seven out of the rounds, right? 7 of 8 rounds. So, and in
yeah.
the videos that I watched, they were only highlights, of course, but looked like you did really well, man.
Yeah, I gave it a good go. It was a good show, but it was a good experience. Japan's a really cool place. I loved it. Real
Yeah,
respectful, nice place.
tell us about Japan. What did you get up to over there?
Nothing. It was just all business. I had a little bit of fun after the fight, but leading up to it, I was watching everyone eat, and I'm cutting weight. I was like, man, I just want to eat. I love my food, and going to Japan, I was excited for that. But I made up for that after the fight for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah,
What did you get into over there, bro? I've been to Japan a few times, and funnily enough, the best food I had there was a pizza, bro. They got like this shop that's a pizza, the
yeah.
best pizza in the world. Is they call it one of the best pizzas in the world. Kind of funny. What did
Really?
you get? What did you get into over there?
Like everything. It was actually good. The McDonald's is good there. I don't really eat McDonald's much, but I remember Miss Paul Macaulay was there. And he's like, "You gotta fucking try it." So I tried. It was good, but I was just eating everything I could. But
Yeah,
I struggled a bit to find like food. There's so much going on, but yeah, it's really nice, good food. The 7-Elevens are good, just like Thailand. I wish our 7-Elevens were like that, man. I love them. Like, got a
yeah.
whole shop right there.
I nearly said that, man. The 7-Elevens there, you could actually just
Oh.
go to the 7-Eleven every day, and no need to actually go to restaurants if you want to.
Nah, yeah, they got full food and everything there. The ice creams are good. I got into that after weighing and that.
Yeah. Bro,
Good.
so how are you finding it being focused on boxing at the moment? How does that compare to back in your time with Muay Thai or you're starting into MMA?
It's good, man. Same as always. Just that's the path I'm on. So I'm just putting the work in for that, learning new, always trying to just improve. Like I said, in Muay Thai, I got all those years to get to that higher level. So now I'm just trying to get to that level in boxing. Like I still have that love for Muay Thai. There's nothing like for me, nothing really compares to Muay Thai, like that spirit of it and like just watching the fights. But yeah, I love boxing and I really believe like now, like it's on a very high, like an up. From like even in Australia, like, there's so many opportunities and so much you can do with boxing, especially with that the Saudi Arabia fights and all that. There's so much opportunity. So I'm just trying to yeah, just get better, improve, and take it step by step to try to get to that top level.
Yeah. On that, man, like at the moment, I think you're having around 3 fights a year. You mentioned that
Yeah.
2025 you wanted to kick on a bit harder. Does that mean more fights or it just means higher level fights or what are you thinking?
Man, I'm trying to do it right, but like if I could fight all the time, I would. But it's a bit different in boxing, and it's hard to get good fights, and but I'm trying to get like fight the right people. Like, I'm not ducking any fights, nothing. I'm like fighting people that are above my level on paper. So I'm just trying to fight. Like I want to stay active. We're fighters at the end of the day, so that's what we should be doing: is fighting the best, and trying to test yourself. So I'm just trying to yeah, see what happens and keep moving forward. Hopefully, can get more fights, more activity. That'd be like the ideal situation to try and get my experience up more.
Yeah, man. And at the moment, man, like at the level you're at now, is it easy to get by or it's a struggle still?
What do you mean by
As
that?
far as like you got to get sponsors, your fight purses, etc. Is it
Yeah,
okay for you to get by or is it still a struggle?
yeah, I'm comfortable, like, but not where I want to be yet. But that's a part of the fight game. You got to go through it to get to that top level. But I'm
Yeah.
happy. I'm comfortable. I'm just trying to enjoy the love of the sport again. Just enjoy training,
Yeah.
enjoy the lifestyle of it. You know what I mean? Stop trying to chase everything else. Just enjoy my training. Try and improve every day. That's the main goal. And then yeah, everything else will come from that.
Bro, you've gone from fighting a sport with 8 weapons, also
Yeah,
touching on a sport that you can use 8 weapons, and then you can also use probably another 1,000 different variations of grappling, to
yeah,
something that's just two fists, man. Like, it's a kind of refined art, right? Like, there's just small differences between, like, small things that your general person might not notice that the high level fighters do that your normal fighters don't.
yeah,
Um,
exactly.
how do you work on those little skills and that, man? Like, who's your biggest sort of coach on that?
I get coached by Caleb Gray, but like I do a lot of my own studying. Like in this game, I think you need to take the extra work, like to try to learn things. But it's just it takes time. You know, you got to feel it in fighting and understand it. But like the Muay Thai, that's what I mean. I learned the little tricks and that, so I found like I was really comfortable in Muay Thai at the point I was at, and now I'm trying to get to that comfort, like that level in boxing where I understand it more. You know, what I mean, I'm trying to step back from doing any fancy stuff in boxing. I'm just trying to make the basics perfect. You know what I mean? Get the fundamentals right because like I skipped the amateurs. I didn't do amateur enough, and so I'm trying to get the fundamentals right and practice the technique like the old school way. You know what I mean? Instead of
Yeah.
just trying to get so strong and all that, I'm just trying to perfect it and really find my feet in boxing. And it's starting to come along very good.
Nice, man. The thing that concerns me a little bit, bro, is boxing is very much concentrated in head contact, right? Whereas Muay Thai and
Yeah,
MMA, you can have a game that kind of leads away from that a little bit. Boxing, it's
yeah,
inevitable. How do you feel about
yeah.
that,
I know.
bro? And are you trying to make an evasive style where you can avoid a bit of damage?
Yeah, for sure. That's the thing. Like even at the end of my Muay Thai career, I was starting to enjoy like that FEMA, like the technical style. I've got power, I've got all that, but I also enjoy the art of fighting as well, and the science behind the boxing. So I'm trying to. I showed a little bit of that in one of my recent fights, and then you get a little bit of hate people because you're not showing the style that they expect. I want to be entertaining, but I still want to show skill and protect my brain. Exactly like you said, like the people that are cheering you on for the wars and that. But it's like at the end of the day, they're not the ones there with you with the damage and that after fighting. So you got to look out for yourself and fight the right way. You don't need to go put your life on the line unless you need to be protecting yourself. I'm trying to work on that now. That's why I'm trying to practice the evasive stuff and not get hit as much because every shot, every punch you take accumulates over time, and you don't want to be at the end of your career fucking brains all scrambled and
Yeah,
that. I want to be switched on at the end of my career and enjoy my life after.
true, man. And yeah, hit and don't get hit, right? That's the key premise behind it all, yeah?
Yeah, exactly. That's the
Yeah.
hard part of it too. Like everyone forgets. Like people see people, they might look like they're doing it easy, not getting hit, but it's not easy to do that. It's hard to stay disciplined and controlled, and it's all part of the sport. It's art.
Yeah,
People
man.
misinterpret it sometimes and think that they're just running all this, but no, that's boxing, man. Hit and not get hit. It's
And
not about
and
just standing and banging. Muay Thai style more so, but
yeah, the credit, like they say, the credit lies to the man in the ring because it's very different for people watching that have never had a fight or never sparred
yeah,
or anything. They have no idea at the skill level you guys are at. Like I trained a long, long time,
yeah,
bro. There's times when I've stepped in and sparred guys that are professionals, and they just destroy me like the same as they probably would any bum off the street. Like there's such a
yeah.
refined skill in boxing. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, people always forget the little things, and like at the start, look, you see, I was knocking everyone out. Now I'm getting to fight better people. It was the same in Muay Thai. Like once you're stepping up, it's harder to knock people out. Everyone's like, oh, maybe he's not how good we thought he was, but no, it's hard. They're training just as hard to beat you. It's little tiny like inches. It's so hard to get someone. You got to set it up to land a punch, and there's a lot to it that on the outside people don't see. They're like, you should have just done this, should have just done that. Like, it's harder than it looks, man, like at the higher level. But that's what's exciting about it, just trying to, beat the better guys and that. But yeah. And boxing's even harder, like with the only got two weapons. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? Like it's a lot harder. If this fails, then you're screwed. Like,
For sure. I'm still training much with NTG, bro. Nugget over there.
yeah, every day. That's my team, that
Yeah.
we're going to the top. We're all gonna go to the top together. I love these guys, it's like my family. So yeah, I stick by them forever, for sure.
How's the gym going over there, bro? How are they all going? All the fighters there?
Very good. It's getting better and better, the gym, like it's become more boxing now than the Muay Thai, but the Muay Thai's still pumping. But even Nugget's enjoying the boxing. He's got his boots on, training, helping out. He's just loving, like, we got a good little group of fighters now, and we're just trying to build, and it's like a good family fight gym, that real fighter gym style. And I love being down there. Every time I'm there, I'm happy, so yeah, it's good gym, man.
I remember talking to Nugget, like he's had to kind of evolve a little bit with the sport, right? It's not all about the hardcore training people. You got to like open up a little bit if you want to be successful, right? Let a few, maybe drop your own personal standards a little bit, allow people to train for fun as well as for fighting, Is that so? He's changed in a way like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but he's still.
Yeah, it's hard. It's different here, It's hard to find fighters that are really hungry and. Hey, sorry.
I said he'd still be driving you fighters pretty hard, though. I imagine.
Oh yeah. Because we understand it. When you got a goal and you're a fighter, you don't care. Like, you're ready to train hard. But the other guys, they don't really want it like that. They just want to get fit. So you can't do the same. Like it's not the same. It's hard. Like even the gyms I come up with. Like I never trained in big gyms. I was in like the Thai gyms at the back with it, just the fighters. And you're all grinding. And that was it. There's only fighters, and if you complain, you go, that's it. But these days, a lot of people, I think they forget that there's a lot of you got to go through that if you want to be a fighter to get to the top. It's not all sunshine and rainbows, you know what I mean?
And Instagram. That's not all about Instagram.
Yeah, for sure. There's a lot of fakes out there these days. A lot of people that want to be fighters, but they're not real fighters. They don't want to fight. Yeah. It's sad, but I think the sport's starting to come back a bit. Like the Riyadh season in Turkey, and that he's changing it a bit in boxing, trying to make it's not trying to protect the O. Like even though his fights I lost, but like at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, I'm more happy with the fights that I took if they're real fighters and beating someone that I knew I was going to win. Like what's that do for your ego and that? Like it means nothing. It's just you're faking your way through it. I'd rather be honest and be an honest fighter and actually earn my stripes in the sport.
Yeah, it's got to change that perception that you need to hold the O to be valuable, right? Like because if you're really testing yourself, you'll never be a perfect record.
Yeah, and if you really believe in yourself, you should be. If you want to be the baddest man on the planet, you got to be able to beat everyone. So you got to be willing to take those fights, not picking and choosing. You're not really that guy, then are you? If you're picking and choosing, you just you're faking your way through the sport.
True.
And eventually it comes out anyway. Like once you fight the real guys, you learn real quick in the ring. Oh shit, I'm not at this level. A lot of people. It happens to a lot of guys that get protected to their records and that.
True.
But it's a part of it.
So, bro, just give me a quick take on what do we expect from you this year, bro? What do you think's going to happen? Any ideas of any fights upcoming? You're going to be fighting here or in Australia or overseas?
Yeah, I've already been in talks with a few this year already. I got one locked in July, and I'm looking for one maybe in early April. So hopefully I can get both of those. I just want to stay active, see what happens, take good fights, and then hopefully we get some big fights overseas. But for now, I just got to keep winning. I got to win and keep building myself up to take on the better guys and get the bigger opportunities.
That's it, bro. Awesome. Thanks for your time, bro. I don't want to keep you too long. Just wanted a quick catch up and maybe try and catch you when your next fight's either on or after your next fight, bro.
Yeah, for sure. I'll keep in touch for sure.
Cool. All right. Thanks, Rocky. Appreciate it, eh?
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Have a good day.
Hey, cheers.